all had those nights. It's dinner time, everyone's hungry, and you just don't feel like cooking. But before you order takeout, let me show you what you can make when you don't feel like making dinner, and we're doing it air fryer style. These are my go-to meals that take almost no effort. They use ingredients you probably already have in your pantry, your fridge, or freezer, and you can pull these things together and it'll still feel like a real dinner. And by the way, at the end of this video, I'm gonna have all of these recipes listed for you and a little like no think pantry staples list. When you have those items on hand, you'll always be able to pull these dinners together. My name is Cathy, and I just like to empower people to use their air fryer to save some money and have a little fun in the kitchen. Are you ready to see these? Let's go. So first we're gonna talk about starting with what you've got. Now, of course, one thing it's always great to have on hand is some protein. For example, if you have some chicken thighs, you can pull those out, cook them up. They are an amazing protein in the air fryer. I just like to use a yummy blend of rub. And actually this recipe is on page 67 in my cookbook. If you have it, you just pull together a blend of these spices. 2 teaspoons of chili powder, a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of pepper, and if you need a little heat, throw in a little cayenne pepper. You combine all of that. You put a little oil on your chicken thighs, then sprinkle on this little rub mixture or any rub mixture that you like, and then you air fry the chicken thighs at 400 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes. And by the way, chicken thighs, you want that internal temperature to be like 175, 185. That's actually gonna make juicier, yummier meat. And once they're ready, you can enjoy them as is or chop them up and use them for a salad. And if you want to be really smart and strategic about it, you're gonna double that recipe and make enough so the next night you could turn that chicken into some tacos. And that is a strategy you could call a leftover level up. If you've got leftovers, you can level them up and repurpose them. One way I like to do that is when I do something similar to what I have on page 57 in my cookbook. It's basically a fun little hack. It's a taco fold over quesadilla. You can see in this one that I did ground beef, salsa, cheese, sour cream, all of those things. You fold up the tortilla, you crisp it up, you turn it into a delicious taco. Well, you could do the exact same thing with your leftover chicken. It totally revives your leftovers, and who can resist a crunchy tortilla shell? I don't know, not me. Basically, anything is amazing when you wrap it up in a tortilla, mist on a little oil, and then you air fry it at 380 for 4 to 5 minutes. That is some yummy, delicious crunch. So there you go, 2 dinner ideas, and I've got more coming your way. What about those nights where you forgot to thaw your meat? Don't panic, we are making it work. You can cook chicken, you can cook steak straight from frozen in the air fryer. And this is how you do it. First of all, just rinse it off. That's gonna get off any little ice. Pat it dry, season it well. I actually have the instructions for this and a delicious rub recipe on page 66 in my cookbook. This is what you can do for chicken. It's super simple. You just pop the chicken in the air fryer basket, air fry at 360 for 15 minutes. Now, if you're doing chicken tenders, they are probably done by now. If you're doing full chicken breasts, rotate the chicken and cook it for an additional 8 to 12 minutes. You're gonna use your instant read thermometer to make sure it's cooked all the way through. And then what is key is that you let the chicken rest so those juices redistribute. And oh my goodness, wasn't that so easy? And yes, you can even do this with steak. Preheat the air fryer at 400 degrees for about 4 to 5 minutes. You're gonna coat your steak with oil and then just go generous on some salt and pepper. Pop it in the air fryer basket, run it at 400 for 9 minutes, then go ahead and flip it around. And at this point, you're gonna air fry it anywhere from 8 to maybe 11, 12 more minutes, depending on how thick it is. And of course, if you like it rare, medium, or well done. And can I tell you my little secret for keeping my freezer stocked? I order high quality proteins thanks to ButcherBox, who is today's video sponsor. You get grass-fed, grass-finished beef. You get free-range organic chicken. You can get wild-caught salmon and more delivered straight to your door. The cool thing is it's super easy to customize your box. You can change the delivery date. It's flexible, it's convenient, and the meat tastes amazing. And honestly, it's just one less thing to think about. And right now, if you are a brand new ButcherBox member, you can get free steak tips, free chicken, or my favorite, free ground beef delivered every single month for an entire year. And if you use my code, which is down in the description box, you will get $60 off for your first 3 orders. That's $20 each month for the first 3 months. The link and the code, everything you need is down in the description box be sure to check it out. And just like that, in less than 20 minutes, I've got a delicious grass-fed steak ready to enjoy. Would you believe I have even more ideas for you? Yes, I do. I also love to keep some frozen hamburger patties stocked in my freezer. We'll pull those out. We also have some frozen French fries. Did you know you can cook them both at the same time in the air fryer? Just run it right around 380 for about 15 minutes. You might need to add on another minute or two. But again, dinner's ready in less than 20 minutes. It's so simple and easy. By the way, I have one little hack. If you want cheese on those burgers, just place it right on top when it's done cooking. Close up the air fryer, don't turn it back on, and that cheese is gonna be nice and melted, perfect and ready to throw on some bread even, or a bun, you do you. Another easy one, more chicken. It's on page 87. All you need is a bag of frozen veggies, your chicken, and if it's even just slightly thawed, you can cut it up into chunks and cook it up. Throw in a little seasoning. I've got a full recipe here, or you do your own favorite blend, and boom, you've got an all-in-one pan, easy air fryer dinner. You can do the same thing with that chicken, but if you do a bag of like frozen peppers and onions, you turn this into easy peasy air fryer fajitas. Or you can flip over to page 43 and make some delicious honey garlic meatballs. Now for this, you would just have a bag of frozen meatballs and you're gonna make a super easy glaze. It's a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a 1/3 cup of honey, a 1/2 cup of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1.5 teaspoons of minced garlic. You whisk that up, you pour that over the meatballs, and you throw those in the air fryer for about 8 minutes at 350 degrees. You can pair it with rice, and you've got a super fast, easy dinner that's delicious. Another idea is page 131, put together a baked potato bar. If you want to be ultra fast with the potatoes, go ahead and par cook them in the microwave for about 3 to 4 minutes. Then you finish them off in the air fryer, 400 degrees, for about 15 minutes, and ooh la la, those are delicious. By the way, I love to oil the outside of the potatoes and sprinkle on some salt. It makes it so divine. Then your potatoes are ready. Top it with whatever toppings you love. Dinner is done in less than 20 minutes. Another idea on page 174 of my cookbook is homemade pizza bagels. So instead of buying the frozen stuff in the store, make your own. You just want some bagels, which you could freeze bagels and just pull out what you need. Top it with some leftover like spaghetti sauce, marinara sauce. If you happen to have ground beef or pepperoni or ham or bacon, top it on there, throw in some cheese. You cook this up at 400 for 5 minutes. Easy peasy dinner right there. And right there, I just gave you 10 different dinner ideas to make when you don't feel like making dinner. Guess what? I have a treat for you. If you would like to get a printout of all 10 of these recipes, plus a little pantry guide, go ahead and click on the link in the description. I will send this to you in an email. If you are needing some more air fryer inspiration, watch this video right here and make sure you learn these 10 air fryer secrets. I'm curious if you know all of these or not. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.